James Gunn's Superman isn't even better than the worst Snyderverse movie, and I'm highly disappointed in James Gunn and all the praise the film's been getting because honestly, it sucked. What's up, y'all? Last night I saw Superman, and here's my non-spoiler review. In this review, I'll quickly talk about the following: story, emotional impact, action, cinematography, music, acting performance, and my critiques at the end. The film's story, just like James Gunn said, is one about immigration and basic human kindness. While I do think the Age of Origin stories are done for mainstream characters, this film does a great job of establishing the world we are submerged into within the first 5 minutes, so I don't think one was necessary. The highlight of this film is emotional impact, hands down. From the start, you see how important emotions are to this story and its message. The way the characters showcase their emotions, whether it be hatred, love, compassion, confusion, or just not giving a fuck, it's very well written and acted. I also think the music adds more depth to the emotions all around, especially in times where hope and compassion is needed. The action sequences were really cool. I think what's so interesting about the actions in this film is that they're pretty realistic. Surprisingly enough, a good amount of the fight moves that we see in this film are moves that any able-bodied person could do with little to no practice. And it adds a sense of relatability and realism in the viewer's point of view. Honestly, the cinematography was okay, nothing special. I wasn't taken away by the composition of most of the shots. It was usually the scenes where Clark was airborne where my eyes widened a little bit. Other than that, the cinematography was basic, but it gets the job done. When it comes to acting performances, everybody kills it. It was no surprise that Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, and Green Lantern were going to be portrayed well by the respective actors. But the two performances that stuck with me was the portrayal of the Kents and Lex Luthor. From the start, I was never sold on Nicholas Hoult being Lex Luthor. I don't know what it was, I just didn't see him in the role. But when I tell you, this man stole the show, it was insane. He embodied Lex to a T. It was incredible. I loved it so much, and honestly, I think he had the best performance out of any actor in this movie. Now for my final critiques. I don't have too many critiques as I'm a film lover, not a critic, but I will say the cinematography could have been better on scenes where it's grounded. The colors and the tones of this film was great. It was smooth pacing for the most part, but sometimes it could be a little fast. To me, the film was a bit too predictable and lacked suspense. It's a solid 8 out of 10 though, nonetheless. I'm seeing it again in a few hours, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it as well. The DCU is looking bright.